The earth quakes, the winds shift, and empires crumble. This was the fate of the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, a global superpower that dominated the 20th century, only to dissolve in its final decade. The world watched in awe as the USSR, a nation that once stretched from Eastern Europe to Northern Asia, fell apart. But what led to this dramatic shift on the world stage? Let's journey back and uncover the story. We begin in the aftermath of World War II. The Soviet Union emerged as a superpower, its influence reaching across continents. However, beneath the surface, the seeds of its undoing were already sown. The Soviet Union's rigid, centrally planned economy, while initially successful, began to show signs of stagnation as the decades rolled on. As we move into the 1980s, a decade of change, we meet Mikhail Gorbachev, a man who would become the face of this transformation. Gorbachev, assuming power in 1985, recognized the need for reform and introduced two key policies: glasnost, or openness, and perestroika, or restructuring. These policies aimed to invigorate the Soviet economy and society by allowing more freedom and transparency. However, they also inadvertently opened the floodgates for criticism of the Soviet system, both from within and outside the USSR. Dissent, once silenced, now found its voice. As we approach the end of the 1980s, we see the domino effect of these reforms. Nations within the Soviet bloc, inspired by the newfound openness, began to demand greater autonomy. The Berlin Wall, a symbol of the Iron Curtain, fell in 1989, marking a significant blow to Soviet control. By 1991, the Soviet Union was on its knees. A failed coup attempt in August by hardline communists, aiming to roll back Gorbachev's reforms, only served to hasten the end. The coup collapsed, Gorbachev resigned, and the Soviet Union was officially dissolved on December 26, 1991. The fall of the Soviet Union was a complex event, a result of many factors both internal and external. It changed the face of the globe and marked the end of the Cold War era. The world watched as an empire crumbled, and a new chapter in global history began. In the grand tapestry of history, the fall of the Soviet Union serves as a stark reminder of the ebb and flow of power, and the ever-changing landscape of the world stage. An empire that once seemed invincible fell, its collapse echoing across the globe, and its legacy still shaping our world today.